Buenos dias a todos, and welcome back for another art session. Now I'm using a disposable mask. Disposable means this mask, you take it out the same way, and when you're finished with it, you put it in the bin, okay? Can't take this and wash this. All right, so these kind of masks, you'll have to actually put in the bin, but you treat it the same way. You don't hold the front, all right? And you put it in the bin. Okay, and you hold it by the handles. Okay, so let's see what we're doing today. So today we're doing the topic, new slide, no, not new slide, but slideshow from the beginning. All right, so we are looking at straw blowing, okay? So straw blowing, and the art that we're going to do is called abstract art. So this is abstract art, right? Abstract art is, it has no definition of what the work is. It's just pleasing to the eye. It's just something that, you know, when you look at it, it's something that you find delightful. And delightful is in the eyes of you, because some people might like this and some people might say, oh, no, I don't like this. I don't like all those colors. I would prefer just two. So today we are doing straw blowing, and that option is yours. You can have all these colors, or you could choose the colors that you want. So let's go on and see what I mean that you can choose colors that you want. So first thing you have to do is get your resources, your drawing books, your poster paints, your container with water, and your paintbrush. Now, because you're learning something during your first try, you might make a mistake. That's okay. You can try again, but you're learning the technique of straw blowing. All right. All right. So the first thing you have to do is to choose your color, put it in your container, mix it with water. Now you don't want it too watery, right? Because you know your paint is a bit thick. You just want it just a little bit of water with some paint, and you mix it up until the water is no longer clear, but it's in the color paint that you want. I started off with red. You could choose any color you want. Remember, this is your abstract piece. You are choosing the colors that you want. The next step you will do, you could use the straw to drop the drops, or you could use the paintbrush, dip it into the watery paint mixture, and drop it on the page. Drop it anywhere you want, but we want to see the actual drops, okay? The drops will help us to do the art. Let's see what I mean. The drops will help us to do the art. So you will use your straw. So here it is. I use the straw and my breath push each drop in a direction. So each drop, I blew it away. You can actually see the water still on the drop, right? And I blew it to give me a design. Any design is abstract. You could choose another color. So I did purple, and I repeat the same process again. First, I drop the drops. The first thing you have to do is drop your drops, right? So here me dropping the drops, and then you blow it. You can actually see how it is blown. All right. I wasn't satisfied. I wanted my whole page to be filled, because that's what the page is for. The page is to use, right? So my page still had a lot of white, so I chose other colors to fill up that space. There you go. I went with yellow first, right? And lastly, I went with green, and that is what my art piece looks like. So you can choose whatever colors you want. The technique is you put a little bit of water, right? You put some water in a cup, not too much water, because you don't want it so watery that when you drop the drop, it's more water. You want it to be a runny color. So when you drop it, you take the straw and you guide it and you blow it. Just now, let me get my straw. So you just take your straw and blow the dot. You blow the drop. that you dropped, right? You could use a paintbrush to drop it and you blow it anywhere you want. One thing I would advise you to do too, with each color that you use, let it dry a bit because you don't want them color to mix in and they start to look really ugly. All right. So this is your art piece. Your art piece was or is straw blowing, and it is what you would call an abstract art piece because it's just colors over a page. All right. Okay, girls. So have fun. Looking forward to seeing your work. So I'm getting ready to go. Face mask on. All right. So I use the face mask while speaking to you. So it's okay. But if I wore this face mask the whole day, it's not okay. You take this mask and put it in the bin. Remember to hold the handles. You put it over your ears like that. You make sure it comes down. Look at that, how it's folded up. No, it must come over your chin like that. There's a wire part here. You bend it to your nose. The ends here, you bend it in. You kind of bend it and you tuck it in. Or sometimes I see people do like this. They kind of twist it like that, right? Because you want to make sure no air gets in there. All right. Okay. Adios.